Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T37. It's a Tier 6 American light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of Silberzwiebel. And he's in platoon with ABS 1977 and he's in the FB304 behind him, the Burt. Game started. Well, this tank comes with just one gun, the 76mm, but the top gun has actually got a decent fire rate, slightly better than the stock gun. It used to be that this tank was a bit of a sniper. You could stand off at a distance and take pot shots at the enemy, but not anymore. But you can still use the light tank as a light tank and spot the enemy, and actually it can be quite a troll tank as well, because you have the speed to get behind an enemy tank and then, or in fact death circle them until they are taken down, because it has got a decent turn of speed. 65 kilometers an hour forwards and 22 in reverse. Now he's making a nice little nest for himself in ABS. ABS has gone a little further forward and he's now got shots on the enemy, but not from that spot. He's decided to move. That A46 is over the hill, so he can't really do much, and the tank destroyers and mediums have turned up, so he might have to vacate this spot and go elsewhere. Now, as you know, we've been doing a lot of replays from Silberzwiebel recently, and he got 3 marks of excellence in some of the early battles. Oh, he's been seen. Okay, needs to pull back, and the KV2's looking at him. He fires one into the ridgeline, actually, rather than at the enemy in the distance. Sometimes you can actually get shots through that ridgeline. You certainly can on the snow, and a lot of people don't know about that, actually. They can actually just go right up to the basic edge of the ridgeline and just shoot through the top of it, and it will actually hit the enemy tank on the other side. Whoa, manoeuvring amongst his teammates. As you can see, it's a fairly agile little tank, and it actually was supposed to be a replacement for the M24, the Chappie, but it was never accepted. In fact, actually, some of the designs they came up with on this one, they actually put into the M41 Bulldog. Now, the 76mm gun's capable of 115 output, penetrating 160 with premium rounds. He's trying to get shots on that KV2 at long range. Not really a sniper at this stage. With standard AP, he'll go through 126mm of armour. Two marks of excellence on the barrel. If you spot that, he's actually working on his third. I don't think it would be giving the game away that he actually does have rather a good game in this one, and he deliberately knocked down the house there because that can actually be used as cover for enemy tanks if they are capping. And at the moment he's actually sitting at the back because well, the thing is that nobody's gone to the magic forest and he needs to spot the enemy tanks that are coming out of the forest towards the cap. Okay, well, this is his first one to an A20. I think he's hoping his teammates are actually going to take action against them, but they don't appear to be taking any notice. That A20 is just doing a quick scouting run. He's taken some damage, and Silberzwiebel's picked up some spotting. With 2 tanks down on the enemy at the moment, the A20's moving closer and closer, going through the fields at the moment. And he's not shooting, even though he was double bushed there, because there might be somebody at the north end of the woods, and he was right, there was an M10 RBFM. If he'd shot at the A46, then he would have been spotted. In fact, an M10 has managed to make it very close to the cap without being seen by going along the edge. He's also aimed on, he's driving away from the guy, firing as he goes. He's taken a fair bit of damage, I'm afraid. 114 hit points of actual damage. Well, it's more than 114. Because that was just the last shot. He took 123 before. Yep, you can see, so he has lost a few hit points. But at least they've lost the M10, which means nobody's spotting for them up this end at the moment. Okay, that A20's trolling on Stug, and here comes the other M10. One shot's enough to see him, and that's his first kill of the game. He's tracked the A20, go for the kill, gets it, 2 kills. Yeah, I'm afraid it's one of those games, you count the kills off. Go for the KV2R, or is it, no, it's a KV2, there is a KV2R on the enemy team, I think. Or is there? No, there was, he's been killed. He's just putting holes in this KV2 for the moment. He's using the APCR at long range. The KV2 can't see him. And he's got his 3rd kill. There's a T150 on his way over here now. That's a little... well, that's a bit worrying because he does have heavy armour. But he's going up on top of that hill, which is a bit of a mistake, really. There's only 3 left on their team. They're facing 6 enemy tanks. Ouch. They're outnumbered 2-1. 2 mediums, T37 and a Valiant. You know how difficult to kill the Valiants are. Okay, he's backing off to use the Bush Mechanic. Gets his first round in, hoping these Arty teammates will actually respond. He tried to get a shot there. The T150 is probably looking along the line of sight, trying to work out where he is. Gets another shot in, trying to use the Bush Mechanic. Gets one into the T37. He's a 1-shot. Didn't get him on the next one, but it looks like he stopped. And now he's gone. So that's his 4th kill. Tries to use the Bush Mechanic again, but he lost sight of the T150. I think he might be behind the house. Yeah, he's trying to look, but he can't see the guy, so he must have gone behind the house. Jockeying for his spot. He knows that if he has to go through the gap, the T150 is more than likely going to see him. The gap over there. Although that probably is the answer. Remember, there's still that Valiant out there moving about slowly. 3 Arty on the enemy team. Of course, we don't worry about Arty as such because as Arty players and what Arty noobs... yeah, oh, he got past the gap without being spotted. As Arty players... oh, he's been spotted! Oh dear! And the T150 fires at him and misses. He gets behind the next set of bushes. He's got the spotter badge now. The T150 has actually been damaged by the Arty. And the Bishop's giving him what for, as is his platoon mate, ABS. Oh no, actually ABS is dead, sorry. I beg your pardon. It's a Gorilla that's doing the rest of the damage. And he's come back to allow his teammates to reacquire the target. Can't see it again. Guy's gone into cover. They desperately need him to spot that T150. Oh, we've lost the Bishop. He was taken out by the enemy Bishop, which is a short-range Arty, so the other Bishop must be fairly close. Okay, there's the T150. Can he get a shot? Using this wreck for cover. Gets one in. He's a 1-shot now. Yes! 4 enemy left. They're still outnumbered 2-1. But it's only 1 Valiant and 3 Artys against a light tank and an Arty. And it is a Gorilla, which is one of the most accurate Artys at this tier, other than the Bishop. And of course the Fifi. Oh, there's one of the Artys. No, it's the Valiant. Okay, load the premium. He's got none left. He was using all of that on the T150, which means he's going to have to take down the Valiant. And this would be his top gun if he can get it. He's going to have to take it down with standard ammo. Unfortunately, the Gorilla's been hit by the enemy Arty, and I think it was their M44 or the M41 HMC. And there's one of them. It's the Bishop. He was close. He's very close, and he's a good player. Takes 1 round. Def circle him. This is what the T37 is capable of doing. It's got the speed, but he's going to have to go past the pointy end. And he takes some damage from the Bishop. He's def circling him. 1 more kill. Shot, kill. Yep. And that's his top gun. But the Valiant's still alive. There's still an M44 and an M41 out there. He needs to reacquire the Valiant, find out where he is. The Gorilla's moved. He's trying to get away from the guy by moving actually across his path in front of him. There's the Valiant. Can he get shots? Yes, he can. Gets his first one in. Gets another one in. We've lost the gorilla. So it's now 3 versus 1. You only see the turret at the moment. That one bounced off the armor. Oh, he gets that one in, but he was seen, and that means the enemy Arty is going to be firing in this direction very shortly. He got a fire! And he got him! And that means now there's only 2 Arty left, and there was a shot from the M44, I think that was. Yep, that guy was definitely out to kill him. So only 2 Arty left, the M41, the M44. If he can kill both of those, well, if he kills one of them, he has managed to get a Pascucci's and also a Radley Walters medal. If he can kill both of them, he can win the game and get a Dumitru's. Let's see what happens. Will he get shotgunned by one of the Artys? He's trying to cut across their path to make them keep turning their gun to face him. It makes it much more difficult for you to aim, especially on the M41. He's found one of them. His sixth sense didn't go off, so it's the M41's going to die first. This is for a Radley Walters. Yes! And he's got a Radley's. No chance of getting a Paul's medal, but he can get a Dumitru's if he can find and kill the M44. He's potentially got the high caliber. He's crossed the mark as far as my mod's concerned to say he's done enough, and he's found him. Unfortunately, he probably was seen. Yes, he was seen. And he's trying to jinx about and throw off the M44's gun. He's parking himself behind the house so he goes unspotted. Okay, now he can move. He knows where the M44 is. He could just approach him cautiously and stealthily and then take the guy out. The M44 does have a fast chassis, but will he be able to get away in time? Probably not. The T37 is a lot faster than him. Here he comes. M44 is probably not going to be looking in the right direction. He did try and run, I think. Has he moved away? I think he has. No, he's actually stationary, but he doesn't know where we are. First shot in. This is to win the game. Oh, you cheeky. He suddenly realised he's got 8 rounds of ammunition left. He didn't fire. And why didn't he fire? I think he wants to get Fadin's. He could have ended the game there and then. He's wasting his ammo deliberately to kill the M44 with his last round. So he earns a Fadin's medal, an epic medal. He's already got one epic medal, the Dumitru's, but he wants that Fadin's. He only needs 1 round to do it. 1 HE round should be enough. He's only got 1 round left. Even if the M44 doesn't die to this round, he can ram him. Yes! He's done it. He gets the victory. What a game. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Silberzwiebel with the T37. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one he got 17, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He didn't get that arsonist badge. He might have actually got an arsonist badge if he'd let the Valiant burn to death, but in actual fact he fired that last round in just to make sure that he got him. But look at the epic medals he managed to get. He got 3 of them. A Fadin's medal for killing the last enemy with the last round of ammunition in his magazine. A Radley Walters medal for getting 8 kills. He actually ended up with 9 in this one. A Dumitru's medal for killing 3 enemy Arty. Now normally it's fairly difficult to kill 2, but to get 3, yes, you really have to go some. And he got all 3 of them. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. What a game this was. Very well played. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he carried his team. Look at that. 3,552 hit points of damage. Nobody else was close to him. In fact, the nearest player in damage was the Bishop on the enemy team, and he had less than half the amount that Silberzwiebel had. He only got 1,520 hit points. The next high scorer being the T3485M, the one that he killed at the end with 1,440. We can say that ABS managed to get 370 hit points of damage. He also got a kill in that game as well. Silberzwiebel managed to get 9 kills in that game, the next highest scorer being the T37 on the enemy team with 4 kills, and then 3 kills by the KV2R on the enemy team and the Budgie on his team. When it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,794. That's a high ace tanker, that one. 629 went to the Budgie, and then the next high scorer was the T3485M on the enemy team with 585. And ABS managed to pick up 277 as well. Unfortunately, he did actually die fairly early on. He did take that advanced position near the TD nest, and that's probably not the best place for a short-range Arty to be on this map because it can be fairly vulnerable. Anyway, let's have a look at detail for Silberzwiebel. He managed to get he managed to get 50 shots fired in that game, all 50 rounds of his ammunition, 36 direct hits, 31 penetrations, 3,552 hit points of damage, of which 1,617 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy, only 2 penetrated, 3 non-penetrations. 2 of those penetrations came from that M10, the one that was fairly close, the sneaky one who managed to get all the way around the map and was right up against the border, watching from the bushes as Silberzwiebel was actually guarding the cap. 3 non-penetrations. I think he was lucky on some of those shots that they didn't actually penetrate him. 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged and 9 killed, and 1,363 hit points of spotting assistance. On a premium count, he earned 40,267 from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 7,472 credits from that game. 1,794 XP, 404 for playing in the platoon, and took away 3,095 experience points altogether. So it's another brilliant game by Silberzwiebel in the T37 this time. A hunk of epic medals and a couple of battle heroes to finish it off, and an ace tanker. He really carried his team on that occasion. It was really pleasing to actually see him do it. But I mean, it must have been at that moment when he realised suddenly, hang on a sec, I've got enough ammunition left. I can just fire the rest of the rounds into the ground and then take the M44 out with the next round. In fact, I'm surprised that the M44 didn't spot him when he was dumping his ammunition into the ground. But yeah, he just didn't see him. And then obviously just moved forward just enough to catch the outline and then blasted him away. Normally I'm not happy seeing an Arty killed because I'm an Arty player, but in this occasion I was very pleased to see it done because obviously it was quite an epic game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We've got some more Silberzwiebel replays coming up, so do stick around and watch them because they are also very, very good. Thanks for watching.